breaking news which is coming in again of some unimaginable brutality. This time around, it is coming in from Gwalior, where a 5-year-old child was raped, was tortured, and was attacked in such brutality that she needed 28 stitches in her private parts for her to recover. Can you believe it? It is a brutal rape, and the brutality of it really shocked. She was bitten, she was raped, her head was banged against a wall as well. These are some of the details of the gruesome physical assault that this child had to face. Let me go across to Govind. Govind, it's heart-wrenching to even hear about it. 28 stitches that this child had to endure in her private parts after being ravaged in this manner by this brute. Tell us, who is this person? Has he been arrested?
Yeah, Meghla, literally, I'm at fixed end thinking that what should I use to explain this brutality, because you know that a 5-year-old girl was not only raped, in fact, but also she was tortured in that demean way, which I can't explain in words. In fact, we are witnessing number of such incidences, whether we talk about the rape in Maharashtra, rape in Delhi, but unfortunately these kind of incidences are not stopping even after making many strict laws. Here in Madhya Pradesh, Mohan government has constituted newly, and even in this government, even in the previous government, whether it was the government of Kamal Nath or the government of Shivraj Singh Chauhan, the brutality against women and girls, in fact, minor girls, and here in this particular case where in fact, the accused is being told minor, but he is 1 or 2 months lesser than 18 years old. So he has been sent to the police custody, and minor girl, 5 years old, she is still fighting for life, admitting in Jairog Hospital in Gwalior. And even Union Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia reacted that the strict action will be taken in this case, but the question is what Congress is raising, that this is all because of different kind of drugs. The people are addicted of drugs here and committing number of crimes similarly, like crime against women and minors, in fact. And this is the fresh case which is really so painful to explain, that a 4-year girl was targeted by a dirty, rotten scoundrel kind of, in fact, minor who is now in the custody as an accused. But the question is still there, why there is no fear in the mind of such kind of people who commit or dare to commit such crime against women and minors. So this is the fresh case and not the single one.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right that unfortunately these cases keep coming to light, despite the fact that we've been promised time and again that never again. Let me go across to an activist who's joining us, Anita Kanaiya. Ma'am, what do you make of it? It's been 12 years since the Nirbhaya Kand, as it is called. There are rules which are in place. There are tougher rules now. Every time an incident like this happens, we've been told by the authorities, we'll ensure that this doesn't happen again. Where are we going wrong?
It's really sad that people like us have to come on these calls to make our voices heard. But I think where we're going wrong, there are many things that we can say, but I think primarily it is a lack of awareness that has led to things like this, a lack of reinforcement of rules. We have good rules, but the enforcement of those rules and the punishment of people who commit such crimes, it is not taken to the complete end. So what happens is people get away with it and things are just, only for this moment. All this will be in the news for the moment. And then when the next thing happens, it will change over. So I think if we don't put responsibility on people who need to be enforcing child protection or protection of women or the vulnerable, I think this will just continue, because the blame game can go on and on. But the people who are losing out are the most vulnerable, are the ones who are in need of protection. So I think protection mechanisms and enforcing that those are in place need to be there, and people responsible for that should be held responsible.
Yes, I think I'd agree with you that yes, the laws are there, Anita. However, it is the implementation of the law which has a lot to be still desired. Let me go across to Charuvali Khanna, who's also joining us, a woman rights activist. Charuvali Khanna, is that where we are going wrong, the implementation, or is there something deep-rooted in our society which is the mindset which we haven't been able to break out of, where women can be treated in a manner such as this?
I want to raise two issues. I think firstly, I'm not going to talk about lack of awareness. I'm going to talk about total apathy and lack of sensitivity amongst the authorities. This girl's case I have been dealing with. And the moment there were the NALSA guidelines were prepared, formulated by the Supreme Court, approved by all the states. And according to that, the moment an incident takes place, interim relief is required for the victim. This girl's parents are laborers. She is now in Gwalior. The case has happened in a village, Divara, and registered in Shivpuri district. She is in a critical condition. How are they going to survive, the parents? Should not some interim relief be given? That the girl's parents have to go like beggars? You have made them into beggars. Firstly, the girl has been brutally assaulted, and then, the parents, this is the condition. And we have supported them. Good Samaritans have reached out to us. In fact, the strange thing is that even the local Thana Prabharis and DLSAs are reaching out to us as an NGO. Like, please help the parents, they are daily wagers. And right from anything from $150 to 3,000 to 30,000 rupees, we are helping them. When there is a provision in the law that it is the role of the government, the District Legal Services Authority, State Legal Services Authority, who is to help. We have even filed a case stating this in the Supreme Court, but the dates don't come and nobody cares. All the district legal authorities in the NALSA says we spent so much money. I'm not interested in how much money you spent. I want to know how many victims did you not support and why. They should be held liable. The second issue is about what happened. This boy, he took this little girl. She says, "Kothe par le gaya."
Right.
And there was a desperate, we are talking, our population is a liability. It's not an asset. We have these jungly, hungry young boys who have not been taught anything in school. Forget about gender sensitization, reproductive rights, sex education. And how are they going to satisfy their curiosity, their hunger? If all that they're doing is watching porn. They're watching porn, and that is how they're satisfying themselves.
And it's unfortunate. You've raised two very significant points. In fact, let me take the first point across to Manak Agarwal of the Congress Party, who's joining us. There are activists who are saying that enough is not being done, even now, to help out the rape victims, to help out the families of the rape victims, even after such brutality.
देखिए, मध्य प्रदेश में रेप की घटनाएं लगातार बढ़ती चली जा रही हैं। कानून व्यवस्था नाम की कोई चीज मध्य प्रदेश में है नहीं। छोटी छोटी बच्चियों के साथ में रेप की घटनाएं हो रही है। कि मध्य प्रदेश की सरकार सो रही है। ऐसा लगता है कि सरकार नाम की कोई चीज मध्य प्रदेश में है ही नहीं। सिवा मस्ती में लगे हुए सारे मंत्री और मुख्यमंत्री, इसके अलावा कोई काम ही नहीं कर रहे हैं।
Ji, Manak Agarwal, hopefully there is going to be more accountability, which is going to be set from here onwards, but we'll have to wait. As you can see, that it is not just about one city or the other, one state or the other. Repeatedly, we have seen these gruesome incidents coming in from across India. In fact, let's tell you about Delhi. What's happened here? Well, a 15-year-old girl was allegedly raped multiple times over 3 years by her tuition teacher in South Delhi's CR Park area. In fact, the police said on Thursday that the accused has been arrested now. Well, the police have said that the teacher, a native of West Bengal, also allegedly threatened and blackmailed this young girl. In fact, let me go across to Anuj, who's joining us. Anuj, how did this brutality continue with a minor child at that for 2 whole years? How did he get away for so long?
जी देखिए, जो माइनर थी वो लगातार ट्यूशन पढ़ने के लिए जाती थी और आरोप ये है कि 2022 से 2025 तक लगातार ये ट्यूशन टीचर जो है वो उसके साथ रेप करता था और उसे बाकायदा ब्लैकमेल किया जाता था, उसके साथ मारपीट की जाती थी और उसे बार बार धमकाया जाता था कि अगर इस बारे में वो किसी को बताती है तो वो उसके साथ और ज्यादा ब्रुटैलिटी करेगा और ज्यादा दुर्व्यवहार करेगा। जाहिर तौर पर कहीं न कहीं बच्ची जो थी वो इसी वजह से डर रही थी और इसी का फायदा उठाकर ये ट्यूशन टीचर जो है वो 3 सालों से लगातार उसके साथ रेप कर रहा था, उसके साथ मारपीट कर रहा था। हालांकि इस बाबत जैसे ही पुलिस को जानकारी मिलती है, पुलिस को शिकायत दी जाती है, पुलिस इस पूरे मामले में एक्शन लेती है और पॉस्को के तहत मामला दर्ज करके आरोपी अरुणव पाल को गिरफ्तार कर लेती है। फिलहाल पुलिस का ये कहना है कि इस पूरे मामले में तफ्तीश की जा रही है, तमाम एविडेंसेस जो हैं वो इकट्ठा किए जा रहे हैं और जो ट्यूशन जहां पर बच्ची पढ़ने जाती थी वहां पर भी लोगों के स्टेटमेंट जो हैं वो दर्ज किए जा रहे हैं।
So the statements have been taken. Hopefully this is going to be a watertight case. Thank you so much, Anuj, for joining us with all those details. As you can see, the fiends are running riot. This is all the way across several of the states in India. One wonders, what about the strong laws? Are they adequate enough to protect us, or is the problem only with the implementation of those laws? Well, this is a debate, a discussion which continues right here on Times Now. For the timing, however, a short break.